Hi, I'm back, and today is another amazing, crazy day here in Australia. Definitely feeling a lot of changes in the air, but I have got some excitement in my heart. I feel excited because, yes, this whole thing has affected my questioning of what is real and what is important to me. What is of value to me in my life? Is it a lot of the attachments that I've grown up with? Because at the moment I'm facing the question of, do I want these attachments in my life? Are they that important to me that I would make decisions that go against some of my deepest values? So I'm grateful that I can get to practice this non-attachment, which is ancient wisdom. Even the Vedics, I believe, were the first to talk about practicing non-attachment. And one of my missions is to find that inner, unshakable inner peace, where it doesn't depend on the material world. It doesn't depend on external factors for me to be at peace. And I'm sure many of you also are striving for this beautiful place of peace. Now, part of that for me is daily meditation. It's a massive part of my life, and it's changing my life exponentially every day, faster and faster, more exciting, joyful changes in my life. And so I'm very grateful. I grew up with anxiety in my teens, in my 20s, in my 30s even. And I was led to believe when I was younger that I had to treat that with drugs. And it never led to any recovery. It just kept me numb. And that was part of what I used to cope with my life from a very young age, was just to stay numb and not to feel my feelings. And what I've realized is that anxiety is actually just a really, really great imagination, a very creative mind, using it perhaps not in a disempowering way. So anxiety is fear of the future. And in Neuro Linguistic Programming, we learn that anxiety is very effectively treated by realizing that we can change our thoughts, and that perhaps our thoughts are exactly what's creating the anxiety in the first place. Mind over matter. So our mind comes before our physical body, and it's whatever it creates in our lives, our diseases. So I very quickly decided I would make it my mission to learn about how to release anxiety and not have it rule my life. And I can successfully report that I am definitely not someone that experiences this kind of anxiety anymore. And so I want to encourage you that if you are struggling with anxiety at the moment, because the world is a crazy place and there's so much narratives being flown around at the moment, and some of those are probably true, but we must remember that all we can control is where we perceive things, where we put our attention. So where we focus on grows, and that's one of my favorite quotes. So when we focus on the fear and the stories that are running around rampant at the moment, then we're going to be in anxiety because we're in the future in our mind's eye. But we need to remember that all that is real is right now. I know that sounds cliche, but we need to remember that all that is real is right now. In fact, the Hermeticists, if you're really interested in the Hermetic principles, it's fascinating. But basically, they believed that a true measure of one's life is how long they've spent in the present moment. So that'd be interesting. For some people, it's only a few minutes, possibly in a whole lifetime. And there's no anxiety in the present moment. If you look and take stock of where you are right now, you have food and shelter, then you're good. And you can continue to work on that unshakable inner peace, that goal of freedom. That's the true freedom in my mind. So I hope I've encouraged you today and I've given you a boost of joy in some way. So if you have felt that this might be of help, please share, like, and subscribe. And I'm going to continue to do a daily little boost of joy. Bye.